Average person watching this is you need to allocate to this. End of story. If you're going to start somewhere, start with Bitcoin. It's just easy to do. It's widely available, through different, whether it's your credit card, anything, just do that. I don't care. Do that. And do it with as much money as you can afford to see go down 60, 70% and don't care.
In this recent interview on The Diary of a CEO with Raoul Pal, we learn about how investing in Bitcoin is becoming increasingly crucial amid the current economic landscape, why Raoul believes Bitcoin offers protection against currency debasement, and practical advice on how to invest in Bitcoin effectively. At the time of this discussion, Bitcoin is trading around $76,000, with a 2% increase in the last 24 hours and a 23% increase in the last 30 days. Before we proceed with this discussion, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this channel. Now let's hear more from Raoul Pal.
Open a crypto account.
Yeah.
With one of the big crypto providers, Coinbase, Kraken, Crypto.com, who are at Gemini.
What about this though? My digital bank is offering me to buy crypto on there. Should I do that?
Yes, you can. And you can do it via PayPal. Start somewhere. I'm not going to say no. But you will go down the journey that everybody goes down, which is the easiest on-ramp is the best. Revolut, whatever. I don't care. Just do it. Get a feel for what it's like to own an asset that goes up and down a lot. Particularly down. When it goes down, it makes you feel terrible. And you've got to learn about how to deal with it. And then because it goes up over time, if you don't do anything and you've chosen a good quality asset that's provable as an asset in itself, it'll probably go up over time. In fact, highly likely to go up a lot. And then you'll start thinking, do you remember Raoul saying that the bank owns the stuff and I don't own it? And then you might say, oh, but the magic here is, unlike the bank where I can't take more than 10 grand out, I can put it all on my little ledger device. A ledger device it's a company that provides it, but what it is, because this is just an address on a blockchain, and think of it as like your mailbox. You can send stuff to it, but you can't actually take it out. Like your email. Somebody can't read all your emails, but they can send you emails. Well, that part that's private, that secure pass key, essentially, well, you keep that to yourself and it's stored on a device. And there's a complicated way of doing it. And you'll have to go through that, which is you have to have this seed phrase that does it. This technology will change quite soon, fingerprints, face prints, and a bunch of other stuff. But basically, a little USB stick will secure that you can go and put in a safe or go and take it to your nan's house or whatever it is, can secure your money that it's only yours and nobody can take it out. And also, there's a famous example of the confiscation of gold in the United States, and it's been done in many countries in the past. The good thing about this magic internet money is you don't have to physically cross borders with it.
Yeah.
Think of all the Jewish people who had to take money and diamonds and gold out of Nazi Germany and out of Europe. It was hard to do. Here, you don't have to do anything. You just need to remember a seed phrase. This is where my 30 years of expertise is this one thing, which is asset allocation. So firstly, the average person watching this is you need to allocate to this. End of story. If you're going to start somewhere, start with Bitcoin. It's just easy to do. It's widely available, through different, whether it's your credit card, anything, just do that. I don't care. Do that. And do it with as much money as you can afford to see go down 60, 70% and don't care.
As we just heard Raoul Pal discuss the importance of Bitcoin in safeguarding your financial future, now let's hear him explore practical steps on how to invest in Bitcoin, the potential risks involved, and strategies to maximize returns while avoiding common pitfalls. Now let's listen to what Raoul Pal has to say.
And expect that to happen, because that's what you have to see the long-term 150% a year. It's included within that is these downsides. Then I want you to put in some money every month, regardless of price, to build your savings in this exponential asset that goes up a lot. Okay, now you're set. You're on the journey. And then you want to figure out, how do I make the most money? Like you, I had Bitcoin to start with. I switched all of my Bitcoin into ETH in 2020 in Ethereum. And so I just owned that plus some NFTs and a few other bits and pieces, but generally it was that. And then in 2022, at the bottom of the bear market, I started to see the price of Solana seeing like it wanted to outperform Ethereum. Now, Solana, much like your thesis, I saw this massive developer community, passionate retail, and a difference in the technology. Because these are all basically distributed companies that sell block space. So you want to look for attractive block space. Bitcoin, it's the secure one. Ethereum, it's like the world computer, and everybody's building on top of it. Solana, faster, cheaper, feels more friendly, efficient. Yeah, it feels more retail. And I saw that, and the speed of which they can do things and the innovation and the developer community meant that I started switching and then switched all of my ETH outside of my NFTs, where I collect a lot of art, into Solana. And I've now been switching part of my Solana into SUI, SUI. And as a disclaimer, I'm actually on the board of the foundation, but it's like the next big chosen one. It's the group that came out of Facebook that built Facebook Libra. So what I'm trying to do is maximize my return. I'm a mercenary around, I'm passionate about this space and what it means, the technology, and how it empowers people, how it can change the third world, how it can change the internet. But I'm also a mercenary for my own capital and for anybody else I can help. Now, it doesn't mean I always get it right. So in your particular circumstance, I would like, look, you'll probably be fine over time, but you're not maximizing your returns. But do you want to take the risk? Do you have the bandwidth to do that? And these are the questions we were talking about with work. It's the same thing. How much do you want to go down the rabbit hole? How much time do you have to invest versus the expected upside? Will you capture the best returns? No, nor will I. Some other rando will get, by luck, something right. But the average person, so I have this thesis that I've tried to help as many people with, this is from my own learnings and watching everybody else fuck it up, is what happens is you're given this incredible asset class, and at first you do an intelligent thing like own some Bitcoin or some ETH. And then you want to go out the risk curve because you see somebody else making more money, you understand you can. That's okay. And then the bull market really hits, the banana zone period, when things go bananas, prices go vertical. And you will see people online saying, well, I made $1 million today because I bought this meme coin. And you will lose your mind and you will start buying all the shit. You'll go so far out the risk curve. And then when the music stops, the stuff you own will be worth nothing. And the more quality tokens will retain their value. The other thing that people will do in that journey is use leverage. Leverage is when you borrow more money to buy more of the asset. So I now borrow money to buy more Ethereum because I want to outperform you and I want to make more money because I'm really greedy. The 160% a year that Ethereum does as returns since 2015 is not good enough for me. I want to make it 400, 500% a year. It's right? And what happens is you borrow money to do it. It's leverage. Futures markets, perpetuals. There's a whole bunch of ways of doing this, or even borrowing on your bloody credit card. Whatever way, people will do this, and you really have to know what you're doing. Because the whole game, if this technology is going to last over time, and it's going from 2 trillion to 100 trillion, you have one job, not to lose your tokens. One job. You can do nothing like you're doing, and you will make an extremely good amount of money out of it. This is all the conversation we've been having. The secular trend, the opportunity, the skill set, then it's the execution of that thing. Then it's not to fuck it up. And what you've done is not fuck it up.
He invested in
You've
Luna.
got your seed phrases elsewhere, so you've got no single point of failure. You've got it stored privately yourself. You have it in a large, one of the top 2 There's probably 3 that are low risk in terms of the chances that the use gets abandoned in the next 5 years. Bitcoin, ETH, and Solana. They're pretty safe. So everyone should knock their socks off. 80% of their portfolio, do that, and you'll make money. 90% of portfolio. Don't use leverage. Then we're all humans. Give yourself 10% and do what you want. Most of the time, you'll find out that 10% goes to zero, which is fine. It's a good lesson. You don't care because you've made plenty of money on the rest. But if you are that genius who can find the 1000x meme coin, knock your socks off.
To watch the full interview, check out the link in the description. Raoul Pal shared valuable insights on why Bitcoin is essential in today's economic climate, including practical advice on investing wisely and safeguarding your wealth against currency debasement. We would love to hear your thoughts on some questions. Are you considering investing in Bitcoin to protect your wealth? How do you think current economic events are shaping the future of cryptocurrencies? Thank you for tuning in to Only the Savvy. If you enjoyed this discussion, please subscribe, like, and share our video for more engaging content exploring the innovative world of decentralized technologies.